I'm Shake here with a video featuring the newly updated Panther 8.8. This is the Tier 8 premium version of the famous German medium, the Panther. It does feature the Tier 7 Panther hull, along with the famous 8.8 L71 weapon you can find on a number of vehicles. The update that this got was actually a boost in damage per shot from the normal 240 that this gun would see across the board on everything from the Tier 6 Nashorn all the way up to Tier 8 mediums that feature this. But instead, this actually now has 280. So that's a pretty significant boost in damage per shot. It takes it from being a very average damage medium to a little bit punchier version. And without having a huge loss of reload, as you would expect, say, like a regular vehicle to have to, if it gains something, it has to lose something as a balancing measure. This literally just got a little bit better. Extra 40 damage per shot is pretty nice. And as you see here, I'm spotting. Actually shoot the regular Panther on the enemy team. Now a low roll for 266 is nice because that would have been a high roll before. And as you see here, 253. And looks like I must have damaged the engine there on the EVR. He's rolling very slowly now. And there you got 283. I mean, these are nice damage rolls. And you know, being able to finish something off there in 3 hits, that's very nice, because it would have taken a 4th before the damage boosts. Because there we had, looks like we had nothing below 250 on that, and you will see eventually, you will see some 300 damage rolls on this. So it is quite nice with the accuracy and the penetration that this gun has, and the good gun handling, to also have the ability to hit for, now it says an average of 280. It hasn't really necessarily changed the way that this vehicle will be played, but it has changed the ability to sort of level the ground with some of the bigger damage guns. Like now, I am hitting that T-34-2 for more damage than he dealt to me. And typically, you know, Panther 88 had no fear factor. You know, people could push into it knowing 240 damage. It's not that big of a deal, especially now with newer Tier 8 premiums having, you know, 300 to 390 damage guns. You know, such as like the, not even really new, but like the STG and Guard, they have 390 damage guns. And things like the Lance and Sea having 300. It's, the Panther 88 was kind of falling behind a little bit. So very nice update for this. And I'm just having the gameplay in the background. This is an ace game, so this is actually a good showcase of what to do. I don't fire any premium. I do carry 15 with me. That's mainly for really tough Tier 8s, like say a Defender. I will use it, but it's mostly for the Tier 9 and 10 heavies, or Object 430s and 430Us. But this is a very typical game. It just happens to be a really good result. I spot, I deal damage, I work the middle here. There is 3 artillery, so it's a little risky, but I wanted to showcase this because this is showing what the Panther 88 can do now. As I peek over, got a nice big side on the VK 168. It's the non-skinned version of the Mauer Breaker. And I don't quite get the kill shot on him. It's got the last little bit sticking out, and it sails just to the right, unfortunately. But this team here, with my early damage, early spotting, this team has already broken open a 9-1 lead. Unless something massively went wrong, this is going to be a win. Now it's just a matter of I'm trying to work in as much damage and spotting as I can, because I'm kind of almost sensing a really good game here. And now this is the showcase here of the improved damage. This Barask, normally he'd be able to come in, punch his 2 hits into me, and yes, I have support, so that's bad for him. Now you see that's a very low roll now, which would have been a very standard damage shot. There's a 317. You never saw over 300 damage hits originally. And that allowed me to easily push in on him knowing he was on reload. But never ever, I don't think I ever once seen a 300 damage hit previously out of the 88. And right there was a 317. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but German weapons seem to have very, very wildly varying damage rolls. Aiming in, I should have let that fully aim. Still a trait that's very common to German guns. You have to let them fully aim. Absolutely have to let it fully aim. And I switched back to the armor piercing for the velocity as he was moving. And here goes the big GW Tiger. Knock him out. And I have broken the 3,000 damage mark. Push in here. I've got plenty of health. Let's see if I can't get this Waffentrager. And last damage shot there was the 301. So that was definitely a win, and I already had suspected I'd aced it with the amount of damage I'm sitting there on. And as you can see, it was the ace. Got a few of the badges along with the Pascucci's and a high caliber. Moving on. As you see, top damage, top experience. And that's what it's going to take to ace this thing. But the new 280 damage average is very nice for it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.